Papers. Nicholas Rushworth is here with me here on set. You're starting off with Le Croix, aren't you, to do with the elections in Egypt?
Indeed. We don't normally start with Le Croix, but we thought this morning that the photo was quite striking of the woman reading the paper, trying to figure out how to vote in a way. I mean, it's a hugely complex vote that gets underway. It's spread out over several weeks, takes place in various regions at different times. It's a proportional, simple majority, and the convolution only begins there. Now, inside the paper there, we've got Portrait d'Égyptiens entre espoir et colère, Egyptians between anger and hope. And I saw one of those, which was a 52-year-old government worker, Hanan Sheker, who's saying, well, I didn't go to the protests in Tahrir Square in January and February. My son and my husband went. But this time, in the last few days, I have been because I saw young people getting killed. I decided to go. Now, in that paper, again, we've got an article saying the Muslim Brotherhood's Freedom and Justice Party is expected to emerge as the main party in the People's Assembly. Le Croix says it will do so despite divisions and defections. And it has a quote from a candidate in Alexandria, Hassan el-Baghdadi, who's not with the Freedom and Justice, but with another party. And he's saying that, well, listen, Egyptians now are more wary of Islamic parties since the 11th of February revolution.
OK, now you pulled out a piece as well from Libération. This is titled Revolution Under Test.
Well, the front page of Libération this morning is La Révolution à l'épreuve, and you can see it there. That translates as Revolution Under Test. In the inside pages, we've got an article called Des militaires égyptiens à la musette bien garnie, and this looks close at the military. Musette there means haversack, Stuart. It means army haversack. Bien garnie means it's stuffed with stuff. So that haversack basically includes 30% of business interests across Egypt, including Safi mineral water, which is the top-selling brand in Egypt. And the paper there arguing that obviously in the army has sought to prevent civilian oversight of its budget. It's looking for its main interests.
We've got an awful lot on elections today, actually, because the next one, you're going to Le Figaro. This is about Morocco and the Justice and Development Party doing very well over there.
Well, this is the first time that a moderate Islamist party will be in power in Morocco. Here we've got a photo of the vote and a young woman there at the ballot box. Victoire des Islamistes modérés, a victory for Islamist moderates. Now, the editorial is really striking. Very, very, I mean, can I say brown-nosing on air, Stuart? I don't know, but it's really intensely in favour of Mohammed VI, the King of Morocco, saying that he has shown the way. He is the example now for other leaders in the Arab region, notably King Abdullah of Jordan. Now, he's introduced reforms in good time and no bloodshed. We have seen no bloodshed, no major clashes in Morocco there.
And finally, something completely different, debate erupting here in France about the right of foreign nationals to vote in local elections.
Well, Le Parisien, aujourd'hui en France, Le Parisien being the city paper here in Paris, aujourd'hui en France, today in France, the national version, it's headlining there, 61% are in favour of foreign nationals voting in local elections in France. That's become now, because of the right wing of blocking that, the socialists are pushing for it, that's become a campaign issue. Now, the article there, Bataille autour du droit de vote des étrangers, the battle about the question of the right to vote. It quotes Morad there, a picture. You can see a picture of a man in a market stall holder. He says, well, I'd love to vote. I've been here 10 years. This would make me feel part of the country. But what I thought was absolutely hilarious this morning, Stuart, look at this cartoon. It's absolutely brilliant. We've got a French couple looking at election hoardings, and the bloke's saying, hey, listen, Sarkozy, isn't that a foreign name? And then, oh, Hollande, Dutch, Holland, isn't that a foreign name? And, well, you know, he's sort of wondering. And then his wife, or his partner, or whoever, she says, well, you know, you could vote for the Green Party, Eva Joly. And, of course, Joly sounds French. Joly is pretty. But, in fact, Eva Joly, the Green leader, is, in fact, from Norway.
It's very, very complicated. I haven't voted yet. It's much too complicated. All right, thank you very much, Nicholas Rushworth, there with the French papers here on France 24. Coming up for you, we've got some contrast for you, in fact, in focus. We're